Hey guys, this is Ninja Dog, and today I am bringing you part 2 of my Minecraft Hardcore series. In part 1, I went through the first 50 days of my Minecraft Hardcore world and explained what happened on each day. This video I'm going to do the same exact thing with the next 50 days. Yay! We have a lot of gameplay to discuss, so let's start right where we left off. Day 51. Day 51, I started the day off with some nice tree chopping. I replanted them, don't worry Mr. Beast. I then used my mob farm to finish repairing my pickaxe. It's mining time. Days 52, 53, and 54 were all spent mining. You know what that means? Day 55, I began work on my new villager trading outpost. I needed a place to organize all of my villagers by what things they were selling, so I had an idea for an area to store them. Construction on this structure continued through day 58, and I really think the final build looks nice. Day 59, I started abducting mandatory volunteers. You know, I really wish you could put villagers on a lead. It would really make my life so much easier. Day 60, I went back to the mines. No mining montage this time, though. I don't want that to get too repetitive. Day 61, I bred the cows. I then began forcing villagers into my new villager trading center. This man even gave me a looting 3 trade. Thank you, sir, but it's still not enough to buy your freedom. Day 62, I slaughtered most of the cows I had previously bred. It's fine, the steak makes it all worth it. I spent the rest of the day tree chopping. Wow, I really need a more efficient way to make emeralds. This method takes forever. Day 63, I continued my quest to force book sales on these poor villagers. Once I got bored of that, I began making preparations for another trip. I really wanted to be careful in the nether, so I spent the rest of the day preparing for my journey. Day 64, I finally worked up the courage to enter the nether. Wow, 2 seconds in and the locals are already mad at me. I had one simple objective in this nether trip: find a nether fortress. I didn't find anything on day 64, but my hopes were still high. Day 65, I didn't find another fortress. Day 66, I didn't find another fortress. Day 67, I still didn't find another fortress, so I just gave up and went home. Traveling home was a huge pain though, as I lost my way back to my original nether portal, and I was forced to use another ruin nearby and get home. Unfortunately, that portal put me over 1,000 blocks away from my base. Oh, I wish I had an elytra. Day 68, I restocked and went back into the nether. Maybe I'll have better luck this time. Finally! Why does it take so long to find a fortress in 1.16? Day 69 was dedicated to fortress exploration. By the end of the day, I found a blaze spawner, and with my looting 3 sword, I left the fortress with over a stack of blaze rods. Now that's what I call a productive day. Day 70, I went around the nether killing endermen. If you didn't already know, a ton of endermen spawn in the warped forest biome, so that makes getting enough pearls to fight the dragon so much easier. By the end of the day, I traveled home with over 20 pearls in my inventory. I love the new nether update. With plenty of ender pearls and blaze rods, day 71, it was finally time to find the stronghold. I traveled all day, and when I finally got to the right spot, I dug down and nothing. I was really worried that I couldn't find the stronghold at first, but after a few minutes of mining around, I found it. Wow, I suck at navigating through these things. After a full 20 minutes of stronghold exploration, I finally found the portal and placed in all of the eyes. I wasn't ready to fight the dragon yet though, so I went back home to prepare. Day 72 was my first dragon preparation day. I made a list of all the things I would need to fight the dragon, and the first thing I realized was that I really needed nether warts to make potions. With that in mind, I hopped into the nether with hopes of finding nether warts in my fortress. I mean, how hard could it be? Days 73 and 74 were both spent exploring my fortress, desperately trying to find nether warts. I failed. I don't know how it's even possible, but my fortress doesn't appear to have nether warts. Oh well, who needs potions anyway? Day 75, I abused more villagers and ended the day off with some nice XP farming. It was a boring day, but a necessary one. Day 76, I built a brewing room in my base. It was a stupid idea. I still didn't have any nether warts. I then found a skeleton horse and tamed him. He's kind of useless, but at least he looks cool. The rest of the day, I just spent chopping trees. Day 77, I enchanted another piece of my armor with Prot 4, Unbreaking 3, and Mending. I only needed my helmet to complete the set, but that wasn't needed before the Ender Dragon fight, as I would be wearing a pumpkin on my head. I ended the day off with some mob farm use. I really didn't know what else to do with myself. Day 78, it was finally time. The Ender Dragon fight. I enchanted a new sword, practiced my water bucket clutch, and then ventured out to the stronghold to enter the end. It all comes down to this. Day 79 was a day of celebration. I didn't really do anything that day. I just thought about how thankful I was to be alive. Day 80, I went to work constructing a monument to house my Ender Dragon egg. It only took one more dangerous trip to the end to gather materials, and I really think it turned out okay. Day 81, I went straight back to grinding. I knew if I really wanted the best armor in the game, I would need to mine netherite. The mining process was easy. My efficiency 4 pick can auto-mine netherrack. When I finally returned home, I had enough netherite to enchant my pickaxe and my chestplate. I knew I wanted to go back to the nether soon to finish maxing out my armor, but that could wait for another day. Days 82 and 83 were both spent harassing villagers. I know I do this a lot in these 50 days, but when they give you efficiency 4 books, it's always worth it. Day 84, I used the mob farm to repair my pickaxe. I then spent the rest of the day preparing for my next adventure. I knew I needed an elytra to be really considered in the Minecraft endgame, but I was terrified of dying in the end, as I have a history of doing just that in my past survival worlds. I knew I couldn't possibly be any more prepared than I was in that moment, so in an act of bravery I jumped through the portal, entering the end. Day 85 was probably the scariest I've had in hardcore Minecraft thus far. Not only was I bridging over a void where falling would mean certain death, I was an idiot and went for this e-pro play that almost killed me. Fortunately, I didn't have to search for very long. I found the end city a few hundred blocks away from my portal. This is the kind of luck I'm thankful for. Day 86, I spent the whole day looting the end city. I was very slow and methodical about the whole process. Regardless, by the end of the day, I managed to grab the elytra out of the ship and make it back home safely. Oh, also I managed to get some shulker shells to make shulker boxes. So that was cool too. Day 87, my main focus was buying Unbreaking 3 and mending for my elytra. You already know I turned to deforestation to make my profits. Anyway, cutting down half of the forest was more than enough to buy what I needed from the villagers, so now my elytra will never break. Day 88 was the least productive day I've ever had. I didn't do anything, I just flew around with my elytra. Day 89, I decided it was time to fight the Wither. First, I needed to gather all the necessary skulls to summon him, though. I already had one, and with my looting 3 sword, it took only the next 2 days to gather up the 2 remaining skulls. Day 91, I spent the whole day researching and preparing for the Wither fight. My main 2 takeaways were to spawn the Wither underground and bring milk so the Wither effect is able to be cancelled out. With my confidence levels at an all-time high, I felt more than prepared for the Wither fight. Day 92, I spawned in the Wither. It was easy, he barely hit me at all. To end the day off, I crafted a beacon and placed it down. Right now, it's pretty useless, but if I completely max it out, it'll give me haste 2, allowing me to auto-mine underground. Unfortunately, you need over 2.5 stacks of iron blocks to do that, so it'll take me a little bit of time to pull off. Day 93, I had the brilliant idea of making an iron farm so I wouldn't have to go mining for hours to get the necessary iron for a max beacon. Therefore, I spent day 93 gathering the supplies needed to build an iron farm. Day 94, it was building time, and you know what? I feel like mixing it up with this one. Building montage. The building process took an exhausting 5 days to pull off, but by day 99, I had finished off the build. The only question left was, will it work? Day 99, I realized that the answer was no. My build will not work. Oh well, I'll figure it out eventually. Besides, tomorrow is day 100, so I want to do something fun. It's day 100! Yay! To celebrate, I decided that I should go out for a celebratory tree chopping session. This video started the tree chopping, so it's a satisfying conclusion for it to end with it as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, I stream this world on a regular basis, like weekly, I'm talking, so definitely subscribe and turn on notifications so you can check out my next live stream. If you want me to go to 200 days, I probably will, but just in case, like the video and leave a comment down below. That lets me know that you guys want to see 200 days. It really helps out, and feedback is really the best thing you can receive as a YouTuber. So yeah, thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!